Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines and the city of Knight's Helm. And we are looking at our beautiful ziggurat monument right here at the main entrance of Knight's Helm. When I say main entrance, I of course refer to the very first entrance that we had into the city so long ago. Can you believe that this used to be that tiny little terrible intersection, and now look at what's happened in the city. It's become quite the city, hasn't it? I'm very proud of it. I want to expand a little bit more, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Of course, we've got these beautiful bridges by B. Squigglehouse, awesome Bay Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, of course now the Night Bridge and the Golden Night Bridge. But anyhow, so our residential demand is still pretty low, but I have a feeling that's just because residential areas are filling in that I have zoned. So there's still open residential areas, so that's just filling in as time goes by. Of course, we have commercial demand. We'll always have commercial demand. No matter what, you cannot kill commercial demand. And we have some industrial/office demand as well. And as I was looking in here, I realized there's still just a tiny bit of industrial over here. And I am beginning to think in Argosy Industrial Park, it may be time for Argosy Industrial to become just non-industrial and turn into office. So let's just go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and blow away all the industrial in here. I know it's a big thing to do, but I think I'd like to get rid of any of this industry that's down here. So there we go. That'll all fill in with office. That will be really good. It also will alleviate a little bit of the traffic in the area. So, looking, yeah, I have a bus subway stop right there, so that should be more than sufficient to cover that area. Okay, so most of our industrial, I should say, is off here to the edge. Although I really probably could start with some industry over here, just to give, aside from all the industry being way over here, it might be a good idea to have a little bit over here. Now, what I would really like to do is, of course, with industry, I would like to have rail there too. So we have this rail line that comes in here, and we have a tiny little amount of industry over here. Just a tiny little amount, and that's okay. I don't mind that so much. It's right next to that rail. But I would like to have some more out this way, which means I may have to do some finagling. So I may have to branch off of here, go up over. Unfortunately, these people may not be very happy about that, because of course they're going to have industry coming right through there. Or I could go underneath, which is totally unrealistic. But I've already done so many underground rail, I guess it's not that big of a deal. So that's where I'm going to connect, and then I'll just have it come out, go this way, and then just come through here and reconnect. Now, it looks like I may already have a natural resource right here. Let's go ahead and take a look. And it looks like I have a little bit of ore in here. Or do I? Okay, anyhow. So Copper District is our current where we have ore, but I could probably do a little bit more. More ore. Okay. And we also have this incredible freeway exit right here that can service an industry area very well. Now, it will be going right up this hill, of course, but let's go ahead and do that. So, what I would like to do is I'm going to convert from freeway into surface road. So this is going to be a dedicated, pretty much dedicated just for an industrial area. So how would I like to do that? I can do one of two things. I can just go straight into a roundabout, as I've done in the past, or I can just have these come together into a big 6-lane road. or even an 8-lane road. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to reduce these to 2 lanes over here. I'm going to pause. And the reason I want to reduce to 2 is I don't need 3 lanes going across here. Okay, and then that means that this can go back to 3. And, oh, I did forget something. I want those to be with the sound barriers. There we go. And that does mean, unfortunately, that I have to do this fun thing again with our lane arrow, our lane connectors. But shouldn't take too long to do so, because I don't have to do any of the prior. It's just 2 lanes coming in with 1 lane, and it continues as 3. Oh my goodness, let's do this. There we go. There we go. All right, and that's all that takes, really. Oh wow, I never did this, did I? Oh boy, now I noticed it, so now I have to do it, of course. So let's go ahead. I can't see because of that car in the way. There we go. And then you have to merge in over here. This lane can exit. This lane must exit. And these 3 lanes must remain where they're going. And of course I didn't do over here. I think I remember now, I said I would do this between episodes once, and I never got around to doing it. It hasn't been a big deal because of course nothing has been using these lanes until now. There we go. And last but not least, that lane must exit, and these lanes continue forward. Okay, there we go. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to use Road Anarchy to do this, I'm just going to come in straight with a 3-lane road. Something like this. And then we're going to connect, and then we're going to have a 6-lane road. Does not have to be a pretty road whatsoever, though. I'm a pretty road. Okay, I don't know where that came from, it just did. And because it's an industrial area, yeah, it can be a grid for the time being. Delete that. Come back over here. Now we're going to use Anarchy almost certainly. So let's go ahead and get prepared because I do not want bends. We're going to do that and that. And then we got to do some height adjustments because holy moly, that just does not look right. Let's bring that up. Bring that up. Okay. You know what? Let's just bring all of this down a little bit. And then we'll bring this down. We'll try to have a little bit better of a slope here. All those trucks, they're going to have to be using their brakes. I need a brake, what do they call those? Runaway lane off to the side. But anyhow, okay, so there we go. We got that. I do want to prevent any type of U-turns here. So we just have to force everybody to do this. And here. Good. And then junction restrictions, if I can get to it, there we go. It is okay to back up into that junction. Okay. Good. Now let's go ahead. We're going to, before I forget, I'm going to zone out an industry area. So let's get the big, huge one. King's, oh, that's perfect. That's almost perfect, King's Sector, because I could just name this after the entire neighborhood of King's Row from City of Heroes, which was an industrial area, although it was more garment and textile, but okay. There we go. Good, so now we got that. Let's go ahead, we're going to have some side roads. Where's that there it is, the industrial road. Small industrial road, that should be more than sufficient for the time being, so we're just going to come out. Come out, so it's going to be really crowded for the first little bit, only because when I put down the storage, everybody's going to want to just fly into that storage because of the way the game just does silly things. I'm also going to have to get some transit out this way so that people can get to their workplaces. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to leave some space, obviously, between everything. So we want or do we? Okay. Industry or main building. So we're going to put that, over here. It does not need to be near the entrance. So we're going to put it there. And then let's go ahead and we're going to get some extraction. So we need to find extraction. So glass manufacturing or grinding or raw material. We have some seabed mining, which, here we go, a large ore mine underground. And look at that, that can fit perfectly right there. So what I would like to do is I'd like to funnel things toward the exit. But before I forget, I almost did. Let's get in here our rail transport. So our rail transport, let's go ahead. Did I make this big enough where I could sneak it in? I could do this, but then that rail will be crossing over the main road. Actually, I had to have to use anarchy with the way I did this. Or I could put it over here and just have this road not continue and just have kind of a... I want it to be on a one-way road, as I've been doing in the past. But I also want it to be somewhat... decisions. It's going to be a heavy road, so I'm going to make it a regular road. I'm probably going to... Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll bring this out over... I know this is going to be really weird. It's just going to be weird, but oh well. So I'm going to upgrade these, because these are going to get hit with a lot of traffic. There we go. And I'm just going to have it at the end here. This is a lot further out than I wanted it to be. Slope too steep. Actually, I can get it there, but I would really like it kind of... Oh no, I want it over here. I want it on this side. Okay. It doesn't have to be in the direct middle, but okay. There we go. How does that look? That's not too bad. Then I can probably put some stuff in there. So, okay. Now we want some rail. We obviously got to get rail out there because what's the point? And I don't mind the bridge going there. That's actually, the bridge will be perfectly good because I don't have to work. You know what? It just occurred to me, I don't have to make these one-way roads. If I can just go right over that, as it's doing right now. I won't be able to go over this, though. Unless I take that road down, which I, could do, I suppose. So if I force this to be elevated, and then do something like that, and then go back to normal behavior, add that back because it needed to be there. And then bring this down to ground level. There we go. And then just kind of figure out, I would like to keep it as straight as possible just because railroads shouldn't have a lot of bends in them. They just look a lot better if they flow kind of naturally. So let's go ahead, we're going to try, so we're going to get rid of the bend and we're going to do that with anarchy. Oh wait, before I do that, how did I want to do this? I want to be like that. There we go. And then into here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Looks a lot better than the default thing. Okay, let's re-enable bending, disable anarchy. We're gonna go under all these houses. Gonna go down 8 meters. I don't know why 8. Oh, I got a subway or something else over here to worry about that I gotta go under. Let's go down 12 meters, 36 feet about. Will that go under? And it won't go under. Can I go over? Oh boy, I forgot I had a subway over here. Let's try going down to 18 and then see what happens. And that's still not far enough down. Okay, delete. Underground. Underground. There we go. Delete. Okay. Man, that's going to be one really steep. That's really steep for a railroad. But it does make it. Okay. And then... where can I go with this? Where is my other... it's right there. Okay. So we're just going to go under all of this. Boom. Okay. And then we got to come back up. 24 meters. In a very short distance. Okay, I'm going to disable road guidelines. There we go. Come back up to ground level. Excellent. Alright, now. And that comes a lot closer than I anticipated, but that's alright. So we'll go to about there. Excellent. Alright. We'll delete this. I just want to see about how far is that from there. Oh, I need my road guidelines back. There we go. It's not too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll sneak right into that. There we go. Okay. Excellent. I'm happy with that. Now all I gotta do is bring this over. So again, we'll go straight for a little bit. Actually, I did want to force that to be... so this is one of those times where I want to do what the game always annoys me with. There we go. And now we'll do default behavior. There we go. And we'll just connect over to this right here. I suppose that'll be good enough. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Alright. So we'll just come straight out. And then... again, I just would like it to look a little bit like a real... I don't know how to describe it. I'll just come right to there and then over to here. That's a little bit tighter than I like, but oh well. And then I don't think I can get the true Y that I would like to get out of this. Let's turn off the guidelines for a moment. I have a cat head in the way. There we go. You may have heard her there very briefly. I love my kitty, I love my kitty, I love my kitty. Now she's pawing at the screen. Alright. Let's go ahead. We'll try to go from right about here to there. And then we'll sneak from about here. Well, disable that. Let's see what happens if I try anarchy and just disable road guidelines for a moment. Come out to about there. So long as the track is there, it looks good. I'm happy with that. That's a very good looking Y. And then to here, to here. And then finally we just connect these up with a straight segment into there. There, and we'll take care of the slope in just a second. And there. Okay, so here, let's do this. I want only nodes. Grab all of these and make them all the same height as one of the others. I probably... Okay, let's just grab these two, bring them up just a little bit. Okay, that looks a little bit better. And then finally over here, this really needs some work though. Yikes, look at that, that's weird. So put them both to the same height as whatever that is. Okay, and yikes. That was a lot different than what I expected. Let's just do this and bring these down a little bit. And yeah, that's gonna give me headaches, isn't it? Alright, let's bring these up a little bit just to help. And I guess, I mean, wow. Ugh. Ugh, I don't like that at all. Nope, I don't like that whatsoever. That does not look good. So let's do this. Let's take that and these. We'll take them all down a little bit. There. That's a little bit better. Okay. It's what I have to work with. Yeah, it's just unfortunately what I have to work with. Otherwise I get tilted trains. Okay. We'll just have to ignore that. Alright. Alright, so I got that all connected. Excellent. Let's go back over here. And we're going to start unpause the game because I keep pausing for whatever reason, because it's just how I do things. Let's get some power out this way. So you're going to bring power right up to the train station. So we're going to go right alongside the track. How's that? And then we're going to draw power from over here, from our launch site. There we go. Alright, and then this, it can continue this way. And then we can just kind of follow the track this way. And then these people can have some big, ugly power lines right in their backyard. If I can get it to fit, I had it. There we go. Yep. It's ugly, but you gotta get power around. Okay, finally, let's get some water. Looks like we already got something coming out this way. That's really good to see. What I would like to do... Let's just upgrade all of that. And then we'll just bring pipes out. It's taken me the entire episode just to do this. But it takes time to build a city. They don't just, you know, pop up. So... there we go. Okay, and the main building is complaining about power. We'll have to deal with that in just a little bit. Okay. So everybody should have water. Did I even put down? Nope, I didn't. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now we can start putting some industry down. So I wanted to put down... we have a large underground ore mine. Let's go ahead. We're going to plot one there. We're going to just put them down right next to each other here. 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good. And then we're going to put a whole bunch here. I'm going to go way overboard on this because I want to pump out all the ore. Must have all the ore. Okay, so we're going to have so much ore there. How much ore is it? It's a lot. Okay. Or is it? Okay. I know, that's a really bad pun. I do not want anything on that road. That is going to be strictly for... strictly for the... why can't I think right now? Strictly for the station, the cargo station. And I'm getting sloped too steep, which is kind of annoying because, let's be honest, it's not that steep. So we just got to go in and do a little bit of landscaping here. Because buildings should be able to kind of follow, I would think, the terrain, but apparently they can't. Whoa, that was way too big. Come on. And that's a little bit smaller than I want, but let's get some storage right about here. It still doesn't like it, saying slope too steep. So let's go out just a little bit more. Because apparently when you're storing ore, it must be completely flat surface. Otherwise it rolls away or something. I'm not entirely sure of that. Okay, there we go. That should do fairly well. Plunk that down there. Okay. And then I would like to put one more down over here. Which means I gotta do the same thing. And then I gotta get my specialty buildings in. And those will go along the outer edge here. So I'm probably doing this the backwards way. I probably should have put the ore itself in the outer edges and then have everything funnel to the middle. But, oh well. Okay, and there. Excellent. Okay, so that gives me 2 storage facilities. What's the difference between this or industry raw materials? Or industry raw materials. So the difference between sand and ore really is no different. Nope, there is no different. I think it's just the way they look. Oh, one it can store a little bit more than the other. Okay. That can store a lot more, and that can store even more. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. We've got fiberglass, we've got a rotary kiln. So let's get some other stuff going. Actually, let's let this build up. Let's just go ahead and let it build up for the time being. And we're going to just rename King Mining to King's Row. Alright, excellent. So we got some industry. We got another industry area going on over here. I really should probably get a little bit of transit. I really should. Oh, they're complaining about no water. Oh, they are right on the edge. Okay, that's why they're not getting any. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just bring a pipe all the way out. Just for you. It's an offer just for you. There we go, okay. Excellent. Last thing I would like to try to get done before all this ends is I would like to get a little bit of transit so that people can come out here to work here. Because I would like to put down some of these worker barracks. How big are they? I can fit some right here. How would you like to do that? How would you like to live right across the street from a giant storage pit of ore? Yeah! That would be just so wonderful to just, you know, see that and hear that all day long. Okay. So, anyhow. I mean, I would hate to bring a bus all the way out here just for that. because that's one long bus drive. I think I'll just leave it for the time being and see how well it works. It is an outlying region, so I'm just going to leave it. Alright, and we got some residential demand coming back. That is good to see. I could probably start filling in some of these other areas with some residential. Take a look at some of our other city stats. Our unemployment, 4%. That is awesome to see. What's our education like? It is doing really well, but that is, of course, because we have the Hadron Collider. Let's see if I can get some libraries put down a little bit, though. It looks like I've been neglecting that. So I can't remember where libraries are at, because now with this new content, here we go, public libraries. With the new educational content, it is, of course, throwing me off. Do I even have any public libraries? Is that a public library? Yeah, it is. Okay. Apparently I put down a lot more than I remember. Alright. Well, that's good. Actually, Rotunda should definitely have one. So let's go ahead and we'll put one down in the center here, because that's kind of what the center area was intended for. Wow, these are big. These are huge. Am I going to have to go on the inside? I guess I'm going to have to go on the inside. It's not a big deal if I have to do that. So let's go ahead. We'll put one down right there. Boom. Okay. Good. Alright, Rotunda is covered with a library. Looks like a Deva Towers might could. What the heck? Actually, way over here in this area, they could definitely use a public library. And how about... Gosh, these are a lot bigger than I thought they would be. Can I fit one in? Here we go, right here. Excellent. I don't have to take away anything. I can just drop one in right here. Boom. Okay, that takes care of that area. Looks like I could probably use one out here in the aqueduct in Gish area. So how about right on this corner we drop a library? Boom. Okay. I don't know why anybody would not want to live near a library. They're nice and quiet, right? Dido's View? Yeah, they definitely should have a library out here, shouldn't they? Be nice if there was a slightly smaller one, but oh well. So we'll go ahead, we'll put it right here. Boom, alright. And then finally, where I started all this, I'm going to put one right... Oh, that's a major park right there, Sir Wincelot Park. We'll just go ahead and we'll put it right there. Okay. Good. Alright, so we got our libraries taken care of. I don't know, Rainy Arcade could really use one too, couldn't it? Let's put one in the central area. We've got a whole bunch of offices, but we got a bunch of residential on the outer edges. How about right on the waterfront here, a nice little library. Of course, I've had Anarchy on this entire time, I just realized. There we go, okay. So let's disable Anarchy. There we go, alright. Okay, I think I've taken care of libraries. And I think we'll be okay. We are hitting our time limit. How's Area Paladin 1 doing? Oh, we have another rocket. So let's end the episode by launching another rocket into space, our Bluebird Heavy 5. So, let's go ahead. Get ourselves a nice... It's a morning launch. Oh, I do have to click on it, though. Oh! They're still preparing. Never mind, I'm ahead of myself. Okay, they are preparing to launch it. So let's go ahead and we'll have to wait until later. So here's our massive trucks, massive amount of trucks showing up. For some reason, they don't want to ship it via this. They all have to come in from the outside. But that's full. That's full. That should end a lot of that. And now that they're full, I guess what I'll do is I'll end the episode by putting down some industries to actually consume some of that ore that has now been collected. So we've got a glass manufacturing plant. So let's go ahead, we'll put down a glass speaking is hard. A glass manufacturing plant. Okay, so really nothing likes this terrain out here. Look at this. And unfortunately, road anarchy does not help with terrain issues. So let's go ahead. Bring this up a little bit. And bring this up a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. Look at that. That's a beautiful shot right there. Look at that. Really nice. Okay. So we want a glass manufacturing plant. And it still doesn't like it, so we gotta go into here. Let's grab this. Let's flatten this land out a little bit. So the barracks, you know, the guys in the barracks, they can be right across from a storage. Right behind them is all the drilling going on to pull up all the ore out of the ground. And then right across the street from them on the other side is this giant glass foundry. Boom. Oh yeah. And then we'll put another one here. Okay, so I'm gonna be, this is gonna be weird. I'm just gonna be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetrical? Okay, so we're gonna also produce some, what does this produce? This produces metals. This produces more glass. So these are just, this is like the larger version of the glass manufacturing plant. 3,200 a week versus 6,400 a week. This pumps out 6,400 metal. So we're going to put that way back over here. We're going to put 2 of those down. Boom. Okay. All right. So, folks, I think that'll be good. They'll get all... Oh, that... Nope. I can't do that. Hang on, pause. That is not a good spot because they're on the one-way roads. There. They should not be on those one-way roads. And then this... Okay, I just need to take care of the road being a little bit high. Let's see if I can do that now. Move. There we go. Okay, now that's good. Alright. I just realized I don't want anything on that one-way road. Excellent. Excellent. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could be... very, what's the word I'm looking for? OCD and move these over. But I'm not going to. Alright. So there we are, folks. The city of Helm gets a little bit more industry, and it's a little bit awkward, but what I might do is I might flesh out this right here. This does look a little bit awkward. If I go over here and I do the smooth terrain tool, make this brush size a little bit larger, and come over to here, I can smooth this out a little bit better, I think, so it doesn't look quite as awkward. If I just lightly tap, oh, wrong direction. Lightly tap, oh, that was a lot more than I wanted. But now if we come back to the smooth out, smoothing this out, it looks a little bit better there. And what I can probably even do further, why don't we end the episode with a little bit of nice landscaping, go back over to here, which is where I was. We'll pick the default green tree, we'll make a big ol' strong brush, 178, and we'll just coat this side of this hill with trees. Well, I wanted to, but apparently I can't. Nope, I can't. I'd have to do one at a time, unfortunately. But the trees kind of hide that, that lip there. And make things look a little bit nicer. And then, even beyond that, I'm running a little long on this episode. I realize that. Let's go ahead and we can also... I think I picked the right thing. Did I? there, and then just put some vegetation around this. Oh, not into the road though. Not into the road. Even cover some of the side here with vegetation. Grab. Oh, I want a prop, I think it is. No, is it a building? I don't know what it considers it a tree. I think it's a tree. I don't know what it is then. Oh, I can't even select it anymore. There. Okay. Because I want it off the road. Just not on the road itself. There we go. Same thing over here. We can get some nice ground cover. You know, make our industry area look attractive. You know, come visit Knight's Helm and you can see our really beautiful industry area. There we go. Yeah. Just delete that one because it got on the road. And then cover this hillside a little bit. There we go. Okay. That one's on the road, but oh well. Okay, folks. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you like what you're seeing. If you do, go ahead, click that like button. Also, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about the series, what you'd like to see done. And if you'd like to get notified of any updates to the channel, go ahead, hit that bell button, and you'll get an update notification. And everybody, I hope you had a great time, and I will see you all in the next episode of City Skylines Knight's Helm. Take care, and bye.